Today we got two mentally unstable and brutal combatants going head to head. Joker versus Rorschach. Who comes out on top? Well, let's find out. The Joker, Clown Prince of Crime, is Batman's arch nemesis. An agent of chaos known for his malicious plots, wacky gadgets, and insidious smile, he has caused Batman more suffering than any other villain ever faced. However, his origin, name, and true motivations still remain a mystery. Due to his submergence in a vat full of chemicals, Joker became physically more impressive than the average human, and is exceptionally durable. This might be because of his exposure to the chemicals, his masochistic nature, or a combination of both. He actually seems to enjoy pain and welcome it. Bullets seem to do little more than slow him down. He's even laughed off being shot before, has survived explosions and large falls, and, of course, taken countless beatdowns from Batman and the members of the Bat family. Joker is also completely insane, has no sense of right or wrong, possesses an indomitable will, as well as genius-level intelligence. He's able to lay out malicious and well-planned traps, is an expert when it comes to explosives and chemicals, so even smart enough to defeat Ra's al Ghul in a chess match. He also constantly carries around a wide assortment of gear and weapons, like guns or explosives, razor-sharp playing cards, acidic flowers, with his go-to weapon being his Joker venom. This deadly poison infected its victims with ghoulish grins as they died while laughing uncontrollably, and come in all forms, from gas to darts to liquid. He even developed a variant of the Joker toxin before that was powerful enough to affect the likes of Superman and Wonder Woman, converting love to hatred and trust to distrust. Joker also isn't necessarily a bad hand-to-hand fighter. He's actually relatively skilled. He's surprisingly fast and agile in a fight, always fights very chaotically, and is difficult to predict. He's actually straight up beaten Batman one time in a fair fight without quote-unquote cheating, also taking down 12 League of Assassins members while escaping from Ra's al Ghul. So, let's we got one corner, the Clown Prince of Crime, the Joker. But, entering the ring, in the corner, straight from the Watchmen universe, Rorschach. Rorschach is a violent, noir detective / anti-hero and the chief protagonist of the Watchmen series. With a black and white worldview and an uncompromising moral code, Rorschach is well known among criminals as a terror of the underworld. Rorschach possesses no superhuman powers or abilities, but he is in excellent physical condition. He's broken through locks and chain-link fences, smashed down doors, and directly overpower people. Also remarkably durable, seeing as how he's unmoved by pain with his stoic nature. His strong will enables him to ignore both wounds and exhaustion. Actually a skilled gymnast and acrobat. He is a pragmatic and efficient hand-to-hand combatant, with extensive training and experience in boxing and street combat. He's very resourceful, and has demonstrated a particular gift for improvising weaponry, like creating a homemade flamethrower or dunking boiling oil on top of an inmate. Rorschach is also infamous for being both intimidating and mentally insane, will brutally torture and kill villains. And actually has a remarkable willpower. He's free of compromise and refused to back down from his commitment to punishing evil, even in the face of Armageddon. Rorschach has also been described by Night Owl as being both tactically brilliant and unpredictable, making him a force to be reckoned with. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now today we've got two mentally unstable or insane combatants, both completely brutal and savage in a fight, just one on the side of good, the other evil. Joker versus Rorschach. Really just a matchup made in heaven. But who's coming out on top here? Well, that's what we're going to find out. And let's just lay down a few little ground rules first off. It'll just be a random encounter. Both of them just pop in and run into each other. You can give them basic knowledge of one another if you want. Doesn't really matter. Point is, they won't be given prep time for the fight, because that is just ridiculously unfair for Rorschach. Pretty much instant victory for the Joker. Rorschach is never shown any remarkable prep feats. Joker is way too smart here, He'll lay traps and come up with plans that there's no way Rorschach can get out of. And one time, he even stole the powers of Mr. Mxyzptlk and literally became a god. Rorschach has clearly got nothing on that. So, random fight. Who wins? Well, being from the Watchmen universe, Rorschach is kinda limited in what he can do. It's not a world of superheroes like DC or Marvel. They only have one superpowered individual, period, Dr. Manhattan. Other than that, everything takes place in a much more realistic world. So while Rorschach is in excellent physical condition, he's nowhere near the likes of Batman, Daredevil, or Nightwing, even though they're all just normal humans on paper. Actually, a whole lot more like just a normal human in the real world. Rorschach's been able to effortlessly crush a man's hand or break fingers, been able to manhandle evildoers, and even smash open a door with really little effort. Even more impressively, been able to break a lock and bust his way through a chain link fence. Also managing to pick up a rather large dog and throw it through a window, which should actually require an impressive amount of strength. He's routinely been able to attack people before they could react or even knew what was happening. Rorschach also has impressive durability, mostly because of his insanity, just his sheer will. He's been able to brush off injuries and bury down pain pretty much just through his willpower. So, still a normal human, but in great condition, his insanity and will can kinda put him over the edge and bring him to that next level. Rorschach is also a versatile fighter, having been described as a highly skilled boxer, is extremely intelligent and unpredictable and tactically brilliant, according to Night Owl. He's also incredibly skilled in street combat, coming up with different plans on the fly and improvising weapons. Like we said, he's used boiling oil on a prisoner or quickly made a makeshift flamethrower, and he's backed up all this by taking down groups of thugs, even SWAT officers. Rorschach's also feared on the streets for his brand of ruthless justice and brutality, killing rapists and killers, or even torturing them and then burning them alive. However, while Rorschach is impressive, I feel like most people tend to look favorably upon Rorschach when in a fight. It's really the Joker we need to hype up over here, because the guy is much more impressive than he's given credit for. Actually, that's what I want you to get out of this video. Yeah, it's about who would win a fight between Joker and Rorschach. But set that aside for a second, because I really just want to show that Joker is definitely a formidable threat when a fight. I mean, the guy is regularly able to fight against the likes of Batman and the members of the Bat family. You'd think he gets some credit. Yet I constantly see people just saying that he's got no skill, just fights like the average person. I've thought that before too in the past. But he's been caught by Ra's al Ghul, was beaten and tortured, kept in a straitjacket, yet still managed to escape from Ra's and kill several League of Assassins members while he was running away. And not only are these assassins ridiculously skilled fighters, but Joker started out in the encounter while trapped in a straitjacket. He's also beaten Lex Luthor, killed a parademons, somehow managed to fight against Aquaman, and has constantly gone up against the Bat family, who, safe to say, are a whole lot better fighters than Rorschach. And while he is beaten by them a whole lot more often than not, Joker has managed to gain the upper hand and even beat them on a few good occasions. He's actually beaten every single member of the Bat family. Beat Tim Drake early on in his career, fought against Dick Grayson both as Nightwing and as Batman, actually fought against Batman before. He even managed to beat Batman one time in a straight-up fight. And while Rorschach has managed to fight against groups of thugs or officers, Joker's done the exact same thing, except better. He's actually single-handedly taken down most of the officers at GCPD headquarters. Also captured and killed every lieutenant from every major crime family in Gotham City. I'm even going to argue that Joker is physically superior than Rorschach. Now, with strength, they are probably roughly the same. Maybe Rorschach has the edge. But with speed, well, Joker's fast enough to dodge arrows or shoot Batman. He's literally able to skate circles around Batgirl, leaving aftermages in his wake. And Bruce even considers the Joker to be fast, and consistently forgets just how fast Joker actually is. Then with durability, well, they both operate under the same idea that the mental instability and sanity will carry them through any attack or damage that they receive. However, once again, Joker's better here. He's taken some massive beatings from Batman, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Red Hood. Been shot or stabbed, just lets it off. Dirt some massive explosions or falls from great height. And in the New 52, the guy straight up had his face cut off, and yet survived. Joker's surprisingly skilled, surprisingly fast, and surprisingly tough. He's also just an insanely unpredictable and chaotic fighter. Someone that expert fighters like Batman and Nightwing can't even keep up with. So good luck to Rorschach trying to keep up with him. This isn't even really talking about Joker's gear and weapons. Yes, Rorschach does like to fight on the fly and improvise weapons, but nothing he can really improvise will be on the same level with what the Joker is packing. Yeah, he's got guns and knives with which he'll be able to battle against Rorschach, but will tag him too, seeing as how he's both shot and stabbed at Batman. But really, I'm talking about Joker's Joker Toxin. One whiff of it, and Rorschach's down for the count. Seriously, this stuff is extremely powerful. It's even enough to infect Wonder Woman, Firestorm, members of the Justice League. Joker could also deliver this toxin any way that he wants. Hell, his blood is even so toxic that he can just take people out that way. At the end of the day, Rorschach is an iconic and incredibly interesting character, but he's really not that interesting when it comes to a fight. Yes, he's beaten thugs and police officers, also been beaten by them, which is just kinda embarrassing. I mean, police and criminals are the fodder of all fodder in superhero stories. A 6-year-old Damian Wayne can beat them, yet Rorschach lost to them. And while Joker can be inconsistent too, his highs are a whole lot higher, and his lows are still higher too. I'm genuinely gonna have to give this one to the Joker. He's just too much here for Rorschach to handle. Joker wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure the like button, the subscribe button, turn notifications, join the DanCo army, and I will see you next time.